Lighting is terrible down here, but I just wanted to sit down here on the floor of my voiceover space. It's all cluttered and dirty down here. I just wanted to do a vlog. I just wanted to do a real vlog because I haven't done these kind of things in a while, which this is now the channel that I'll be posting the more real stuff, more real me. And I don't want anyone to get like concerned about what I'm about to say, but I just wanted to say something about it, get it off my chest, probably make me feel a little better. I have been depressed for probably 3 days straight. And it always seems to happen as the day winds down, as I'm looking at, as I really start thinking about where I am in my career and life, and then certain things that are always out of reach. I've just been getting incredibly sad. And I had a good cry earlier. Or a good cry, which I absolutely encourage. Feeling sad, just find a quiet place, have a little cry, and then get it out. And there's a couple areas in my life that really, really depress me. One of them I don't want to go in too deep because it deserves its own video if I actually share it. But another one is there are parts of my career, though I do voiceover, that really seem like no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, there are some things that will always be out of my reach. And there are just some elements to my voiceover career that I don't even know what to do to make them better. I don't know what to do to open those doors. I don't know what to do to take a first step. I don't know what to do to advertise, market, network, none of that, which is terrifying to me because there are so many things when it comes to my career that I understand and I get and I have a good grasp on. I'm not the best at anything that I do, but that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to be the best. But there's some things that are going to forever be out of my reach. And one of them, and it actually started out just silly because it wasn't even really like something that I had to do, but it was doing dubbing or voiceover for anime. And it's not really something that, I used to watch anime when I was younger, loved it. Toonami, classic Toonami was my jam. And then as I got older, I started watching less and less of it because, I started watching less and less TV and movies just in general. There's a lot of stuff that just didn't interest me. I got into voiceover and I started doing video games, some pretty big video games that I was in, stuff that was like announced at E3, stuff that's on multi-platform. I was, doing, movies that are, direct to Amazon kind of stuff, but, still feature length and stuff like that. I was doing some, cartoons for very large YouTube channels, spoofs. Then, I have an actual Marvel credit to my name. I've done all kinds of stuff. Done pretty much everything that I can do in voiceover outside of anime. And when I was first thinking about it, I was thinking, it should be just like anything else. It should just be like any other avenue in voiceover. It should just be like cartoons. It should just be like anything else. But the more I started to do research, the more it was like a conspiracy theory. Like when you really start digging deep, you're hungry for more information, and all you get are more questions, and it starts to drive you crazy. Not necessarily as severe, but that's the analogy that I'm using. And the more I was looking into how do you market, how do you network, how do you get the work to do anime, the less information there was. Almost every single voice actor that I admire who does a lot of voiceover and a lot of anime, their story for how they got in was, it's always the same thing. Every single one of them, it's the exact same story. They were living in LA, they were an actor, and then some producer or director heard them and basically immediately gave them a job to do anime. And that is very discouraging. That is, because it comes down to, it's not just a matter of living in LA or New York or someplace that's got all that kind of work. It's also a matter of chance, because not a single one of them that I know of, or the ones that I admire and look up to, were actively pursuing that. It just happened. And a lot of them didn't even know what it was. They were like, oh, what's anime? And they just they immediately got work, and then it just kept happening. It just snowballed from there. And every year I think about LA, and every year I think that I don't want to live in LA. I feel like it would change me too much. And so it's, if I got tons of work doing everything else, all the stuff that I'm still doing, I'll probably be happy. But it's still something that bugs me and drives me crazy. Also, another thing that's kind of connected is the fact that I cannot get a voiceover agent. Despite how much I do, despite how much work I get, no agent that I've ever talked to will ever hire me. And part of that is because of my dyslexia. I can't do dry reads, which one would say, well, then that would prevent you from, doing anime and auditioning for anime and stuff like that. Perhaps, sure, yeah, absolutely. My dyslexia is always going to be a problem. I read slow. I have to familiarize myself with something before I can really dive into it. But the problem is I'm not even given the chance, and I don't even know how to get the chance or the shots. I don't know where to find those opportunities. I'm totally fine failing. I have no problem, putting my face in a giant, cow pie, with failure. I have no problem with that. I've been doing that with everything else that I do. Stand-up comedy, acting, voice acting. Everything is going to be catastrophic failure at some point. And then you just got to, learn from it and keep going. But I can't even get there. I don't even have the opportunity or chance or knowledge to fail. And that's one of the things that really, really, truly bugs me. It drives me crazy. Because there's this giant empty spot in my knowledge and career, and I don't even know how to get better at it. I don't even know if it's something that I want to do, because I it's like I'll never get a chance to try it because I don't even know how. And maybe there's probably someone going, well, just move to LA, stupid, just move to LA. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll eventually take that huge dive and commitment. But maybe, who knows? But yeah, that plus a couple other things have been really depressing me in the past couple days. And it got to the point where I was so bogged down and so depressed that I had work to do. I had voiceover work to do, and I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I had delivered it late. I felt bad, but I got behind the mic, and I hated being in this room. I hated looking at my reflection on the screen. I hated the sound of my voice. I was really, really not doing all that well. And I had to just, walk out, draw some stuff, do a little bit of art, a little bit of writing. And though I'm still pretty down, and I'll probably be better in a couple days, I was better by the end of the day, and I did eventually deliver it. I just felt like shit. It's one of the things that's just been bugging me. So, anyway, that's it for my day. And it's like 3 in the morning. So, you can already hear my voice. The thing I had to do, the voiceover that I had to do was Gilbert Gottfried, and I had to do a lot of yelling and screaming, which is the only way to do Gilbert Gottfried. And though it's a lot of fun, you have to be in the right mood to do Gilbert Gottfried, and it takes a lot out of you vocally. So, all right, well, that's it. I'll see you in, 12 hours, maybe, when I post an exercise vlog or something like that. I don't know. Bye.